many are excited about being in the house of God?
Amen.
Amen. I'm telling you, I'm excited for what God is doing in these last days. Amen.
Amen.
I'm even excited even when it don't look like things are going my way.
All right.
Amen. I had to get to a place where I had to believe and trust in God in spite of what happens. Amen. I have the bad days and I have the good days and have the lonely night. Amen. Sleepless nights. Amen. Sometimes we cry all night long. Amen. But I realize that God is still God.
Amen.
And He has never failed me. Amen. He didn't come a lot of times when I desired for Him to come, or when I thought that He should have came. But how many know He was always on time? Amen. I realize so much is happening and so much is transpiring in these last days. Amen. And it almost seems as if things are not for the good of the people of God. Amen. It seems like the enemy is trying to get victory while he can. Amen. But I realize that, and I always hear apostles say, even coming up, that the church in its weakest state is stronger than the world in its strongest state. Amen. The church in its weakest form is stronger than the devil when he thinks he's strong. Amen. He has no power. He has no authority. He does not even have the ability to do anything to you or throw anything at you unless God give it to him. Amen. He don't have no right. His power is limited. In other words, there is no power when you're talking about the devil. Amen. But because sometimes we get weak in our minds and we don't understand how God is moving or what God is trying to do, it seems like he has power. Amen. But it's because he has learned how to play on your mind and get you to thinking that you're not going to win this fight. Amen. But I realize that the battle has already been won. Amen. Amen. And what we're doing, we're simply doing what God asked us to do. Amen. And the Bible said if you live right, heaven belongs to you. Amen. And I believe that. I believe that 100% if you live right, heaven belongs to you. And the God that I serve has never left me alone. Amen. Even when I felt like I was by myself and no one was around and I couldn't even communicate with my wife or communicate with any friends or brotherhood, God was right there with me. Amen. I might have felt by myself, but sometimes God puts us in a place where it seems like he has hidden himself from us for such a time for us to pray and begin to seek God's face. Find out just what he wants to do or what he needs for you to do. Amen. But I know the time that we're dealing with now, the devil is constantly doing what he's trying to do to stop us from moving forward. Amen. If you go into our church houses, they're not packed. And sometimes it seems like it's just us and family. Amen. And then the enemy want to make the ones that need to be in the right and prospective place, they desire to miss at certain times at the wrong time. Amen. But how many of you know that God is still God? Amen. And God is still in control of this life. Amen. It doesn't matter how the enemy comes or how he may go or how he may act. God is still in control. Amen. And I believe that. I believe that God is who he says he is. Amen. And if he said it, that settles it. Amen. And we ask God questions many a time because we want the fight, you find yourself like you're losing the fight, amen? But just when you get ready to throw the towel in, God has a way of stepping in. And I understand when he said when the enemy comes in like a flood, God will lift up a standard against him. Yeah. It doesn't matter how it does, but God is still God. And I love him because he's so great and so merciful, because there's many times I felt like throwing the towel in and taking my Bible and sitting it on the shelf and walking away. Amen. But I remember Jeremiah wanted to do the same thing. Amen. And he wanted to give up. Amen. And he thought that, hey, if I just give up now, everything will be all right. In other words, if I just step out this fight now, before it get too heated up, I shall be all right. But then Jeremiah said it felt like fire shut up in his bones. And when he was going to town, the Holy Ghost wouldn't leave him alone. Amen. And that's the way I feel. A lot of times, when I want to give up, it's just like fire. Something keep pushing me when I don't want to go. Something moves me when I don't want to move. Something is driving me when I don't want to be driven. So they want to show you that I'm not in control of this life. God is still in control. Yes, he's in control. Amen. Because when I don't want to do a thing, God makes it happen anyway. When I don't want to come back to the church because I don't think nobody's going to be there, I find myself walking in the church house once again. I don't know where the strength comes from, but somebody keep pushing me. Somebody keep pushing me, telling me to go ahead. Everything is going to be all right. I traveled the road many times I wanted to give up on a lot of things. Amen. And throw the towel in. Because I found out that quitting is easy. Amen. Quitting is easy. All you got to do is just stop what you think is right. It's easy to quit. Amen. But it's hard to sit down and go when you know that you don't want to go. Or when you think that you're going by yourself, it's hard to go. Or when you think that nobody loves you, you don't want to move. But for some reason, something keeps pushing me. Telling me to go ahead. Go ahead. Even in the time my sister going through, she lost her loved one, she lost her father. Amen. I don't know how I feel, but I have lost a loved one. Amen. And I can't sympathize with it. Amen. But I can empathize with it a little bit. Amen. But I'm going to tell you, the same God that brought you out 20 years ago is the same God that will carry you on. Oh, yeah. When it looks like things that got out of control, God is still in control. Amen. He said his power, his authority, he will give to no other, because God is in control. Now, we got the introduction out of the way.